Dear friends, good morning. Today I would like to do an important video. Today is a very auspicious day. As I mentioned in my previous video, all planets are aligned in their own houses except Venus. So a great time for new beginnings. The world is going to transform for good. Now, another special thing about today is Jupiter is back to progression, and it is very auspicious for Sagittarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Taurus, Cancer, and Virgo signs. It is extremely beneficial for these signs. So now this is the time for people who were born in these signs to take up new initiatives, start working towards them. So now right time has come for all of you, for Sagittarius, for Capricorn, for Pisces, for Taurus, Cancer, and Virgo Moon signs. It's a great time for all of you guys. And this progression is a special progression. And utilize this time, leverage this time, utilize the power of Jupiter, and I hope you'll be successful in all your attempts and ventures. Now let us start seeing from each sign, starting from Aries. From Aries, Jupiter would move to 10th house. The 10th house is house of career, profession, name and fame. So Jupiter in 10th house usually does good. The only minus point here is he will be moving to his own Nicha sign, which is Capricorn. So of course the Nichbanga is happened. So with a lot of struggle and effort, you'll be successful in your career. But you have to put a lot of effort. For Taurus, as I mentioned, it's really great time for getting promotion, for people who are unemployed, they will 100% will get job. People who are looking for starting new business, new partnership, because Jupiter is moving to 9th house, is a great time. This is a time where you may travel long distances, and you'll be spiritual. Use the power of Jupiter in 9th house for spiritual inclination. And this is good for new learnings. And for Gemini, Jupiter would be moving to 8th house. So this is the time you need to get the grace of Guru or Almighty Shiva, whoever top of your religion community. Take the divine guidance so that the negative effects of Jupiter being in 8th house will be nullified. And for Cancer, this progressing Jupiter will be moving to Capricorn soon, so which is very good for them. Their income will rise, they'll find new opportunities in marketplace. This is a really great time for them. For Leo, Jupiter would be moving to 6th house, so house of service. So Jupiter may not do well in the house of 6th house, but it protects from the malefic nature of 6th house, that Jupiter nullifies debts, enemies, and adverse situations. And for Virgo, Jupiter would be moving to 5th house, so it's a great time for learning and implementation. And this is a good for doing yoga, practice meditation, spirituality, and taking care of children. But this comes with a lot of effort, because Jupiter will be in debilitation. Even though the Nichabanga happened, it requires a lot of effort, self-effort. And for Librans, Jupiter would be moving to your 4th house. So you would be making key decision regarding buying or selling, disposing of a property, and or selling of your old vehicle and buying a new vehicle. And you need to keep a tab on your mother's health. And for children, so this is a good time for their academics. For Scorpions, Jupiter would be moving to progressing to third house from their second house. So third house is house of self-effort, communication, and younger sibling. So these are the areas you need to watch for. And for Sagittarius, as I mentioned, Jupiter would be progressing to the second house, the house of self-expression, bank, finance, optimism, and family. So Jupiter does extremely well in second house. So with your speech capabilities, abilities, you'd be able to overcome any struggles. And for Capricorn, Jupiter would be in their moon sign. Usually Jupiter in moon sign is very good in terms of protecting the individual. He aspects 7th house, he aspects your 5th house, he aspects your 9th house. So these aspects are also extremely good for Capricorn people. So they can utilize this time to take up new beginnings. This is a transformation time for them. And for Aquarius, Jupiter would be progressing from their 11th house to 12th house. So it's the time for you to deeply connect to higher divine power and become spiritual and do a lot of charity. Because the 12th house Jupiter would help you to be a spiritualist. And it's not good for material pleasures. And for Pisces, as I mentioned, Jupiter would be moving to their 11th house from their 10th house. It's a time for you to get increment, bonus, progression, promotion. And people who want to buy home, this is the good time to buy home, because Jupiter would be in your 11th house. And people who would like to buy new vehicle, they can purchase at this point of time. And your elder sibling will be in limelight. So this is my analysis about Jupiter coming back to progression on today, which is 13th September 2020. So if you like my video, please subscribe to it. If you are looking for more information, please visit my website trendingastro.com. Thank you very much.